Oh, wow. I'm on mute. That's exciting. Okay, we'll just have to cut that part out. Okay. So good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, and whenever you watch this replay. This is a Saturday morning to remember for sure. A lot going on. Being late, yeah, I was getting things done. I was trying to get organized for this live and was searching for something in particular when I would notice the time. I thought I had like 2 minutes left to grab what I needed, and I need a little bit more, I guess. I need 3 minutes. If I disappear during this live, it's because we're in the middle of a thunderstorm. So never know when the power is going to go out. Well, we're not right in the middle of a thunderstorm. It's on its way, but we never know when the power is going to go out. So with that, we are just going to have a creative day. Um, and really, because there's a project I really want to create, and I'll talk about that project in just a minute. Um, I need a lot of jelly prints for this project, and they all need to be almost the same. And so I'm going to try to recreate a jelly print several times, 5 times. Now remember, we've discussed this where jelly printing, if you've watched my other live videos or on replay, um, it's hard to recreate a jelly print, right? So we're gonna try to do that. I'm gonna have to first pull a pull. I don't know if we're gonna. Yeah, we're gonna have to do a pull first, a cleanup sheet first, and then we'll try it 5 times. The jelly prints that I need, but I'll talk about that in just a minute. So today is just a really creative day, and we're gonna explore and try to relax and really enjoy our time. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. So I have all these colors I have to create out of jelly prints. And I saw I saw this fabric pattern, and I wanted to recreate it in my jelly prints. And so there's a lot of the same, like a lot of blues and a lot of yellows. And today we're going to play with yellows. We have like a darker yellow, and then it's hard when you print these things out that the colors all don't look the same. But then you have a lighter color, a lighter yellow, and a medium yellow. And I think, oh, and then an even lighter yellow. So, and then a little yellow green kind of thing. But I'm gonna see where we're gonna pull the. I'm gonna pull a cleanup sheet, and then we're gonna see where one of the yellows falls on this layer technique that I'm gonna try today. So, good morning, Christina. All right, let's go ahead and get started and do a cleanup sheet. So 1 second. Oh, I have my wipe here. Okay. Well, you missed it this morning, Christina. Um, I was late joining, and on top of that, my mic was turned off. So I'll just cut that part out. Because who wants to watch a replay where no one, where you can't hear the sound? Not me. All right. All right. Let me just get these started before I work on this one. This one really doesn't need to be worked on, but we're just going to pull that as well. Okay. All my things are in the way. All right, start with this. Oh, the rain just came in. I hear it. We're supposed to get 1-inch hail. So that's why I'm concerned about the power. Seems like whenever we get hail, sometimes the power may go out. So I'm going to put these sheets over here so I don't. This is sleeping weather right now. Okay. We're all cleaned off. Here we go. Yes, I was late. That's why you weren't seeing me show up. I was looking for some paints. All right. I'm just going to stick with the yellows. We may have to throw in a little bit of burnt sienna and a little bit of white, but we'll find out. So there's different. This is a deep hue and this is a medium hue. That's why I said we might need to throw in a little bit of white. And this is some yellow ochre. So yeah, I don't know if we were in the 80s yesterday. I am curious on the different, before we start this, I am curious on this yellow versus this yellow over here. I think this is more like a mustard yellow. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so there's the differences between the deep hue and the medium hue. If you hear someone yelling, that's probably because we're having a tornado, but we're not supposed to have any tornadoes. So, who knows? A family member might wake up and go, get in the closet. And so, because we have a storm shelter. And then there's the yellow ochre. So it's a little bit darker. Oh, might have a dog come up here. I hear him downstairs. He's a little nervous. There is a room he likes to go into to feel safe. And so I think that's where he went. It's weird. I don't know why he feels safe in that room, but whenever there's a storm, he likes to go into that room. And I just don't understand. What is it about that room that makes him feel safe? But hey, if it makes him feel safe, go for it. Unless there's somebody in that room that doesn't want him in there, which is often the case. All right. One thing to think about this yellow is semi-transparent. So I'm going to go ahead and do a pull on this particular. I'm going to just do a base coat. Now, what we're doing is whatever I'm doing right now, we're going to recreate. So I think what I'll do is I'll do 5 base coats at the same time. So we have this one. Because my thought process behind that is if we do other things on top of it, there may be residue, right? So we're going to do 5 of these base coats of this yellow. So I'm going to set that over there and let that dry for a minute. Now again, it will be different because I will not have measured how much paint I've used on my plate. I'm listening to the rain. One morning I was going to go into the office and got out of the shower and I was like, "Wow, why is there an airplane flying over?" That was not an airplane. That was our tornado. And I had to run and get everybody up. So right now I can tell you, you can't really see on the screen. Maybe you can a little bit, but we have some residue, which is right there makes it different. But you probably can't see on the monitor. It's really lighter here than here, as whereas this is overall mostly a darker yellow. So we're already different. Oh no, Miss Tina, you were waiting on the wrong live. I'm so sorry. I just went ahead and did 2 lives. I'm trying to schedule them ahead of time. It makes my life a little easier when I pre-schedule them so I don't have to do all the things the same day. I'd like to batch it, but I'm not very good at batching it. So, it's been an interesting live this morning so far, for sure. And all the things are happening. I'm trying to recreate, just to recap for you, Miss Tina. Um, I'm trying to recreate 5 of the same yellows because I found this quilt pattern and I want to recreate it in jelly prints. And so I need 5 of each color. And there's like 20 or so colors, maybe even more than that. There's like a lot of colors. And I need to recreate each piece of paper 5 times. This very similar prints to them. Okay. So far, we're getting close. Of all 5 yellows are the same. We got 2 more to go. I know. For anybody watching this replay, my sincerest apologies if you find this boring. Um, we're on a mission to recreate a chili print 5 times. And so I figured it would be easier to do that one step at a time 5 times. And I'm going to go till we get all 5 of these papers done because I want to see how well we do. I don't want to have to do the rest of them off screen. I got other art projects. I got like prom. Prom. I'm helping with the prom committee today. And yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. We're making giant flowers for a Regency themed prom. Think Bridgerton, if you will. Regency themed. And it's taken me a while to create those flowers. Like, I never thought it would take that long to cut out giant flowers, but they are. I'm cutting them out, and then the high school students are putting them together, but I have to teach them how to put them together. They've done some already. Oh, oh, I saw you trying to stick on me. All right. One more. One more. You try to stick over here. It's not cool. Don't be sticking. All right. One more and we will be done with the base layer. Yeah, I don't know what category this is all going to fall into. It might be the medium, like, all the 5 yellows that I have. This might be the medium, or it might be the yellow one. We'll see. It depends on how it turns out at the end. Okay, last base layer. Sorry, I went to go find one of my stencils. Okay. Oh, you tried to stick too. Don't be doing that. All right. So we have this yellow. So they're generally the same, right? Like on the screen they look the same. There's slight differences. It's not 100% exact match, but it's okay. All right. Now, I'm trying to see that. Okay, I don't like the edging of this. So, I think what I'm going to try to find that other one. All right. This is an actual stencil that I created. I actually created this stencil and cut it out, and it's on plastic. So, and the edging is smaller. It's 12 by 12 for sure. That's why it fits right on this page. So, we just got to make sure when we do this that we line it up right. Now, I can tell you right now, I'm not going to get the dots right, but it is what it is. We're going to put that down. And let's see. Yep. Okay. We're going to put this down and we're going to make this. We did regular yellow. So I think I want to do, um, let's see what happens when we do this medium yellow. I'm going to put right here this medium yellow, and I'm going to add a little bit of yellow ochre to it, just a little bit. I think we're okay, just a little bit. I want it just a little bit darker yellow, maybe. So that's going to be different right there off the bat. All right, here we go. First layer. All right, there's the yellow dots. This is gonna be this is gonna be a 2-layer step here. 1 second here. I gotta think. We gotta let this dry for a minute. And then I think I'm gonna go back in. Well, I'm thinking here while I'm drying. All right, let's do. I think I'm gonna do like a. Let's see what happens if we add some white to this deep hue. I have a lot of white. So we got to keep that in mind. And then we're going to take this. So this might be the darker one. The darker. Want some more yellow in that. It's not the yellow I was looking for. All right. Roll it over here. Now let's take this stencil. Oh, these were like several steps at the same time. Oh, that's not going to be easy to remember. Yes, Christina, it's going to be an over-the-top prom for sure. Or Tina, sorry. All right. Let's see if we can remember these steps because I'm not sure I will remember first. See how this goes. I'm not going to take this part off because it's going to be like my registration mark. Get that corner really good. All right, let's see if we can get these going. All right, I think I got these pretty good. Okay, maybe not. Get these little things in here. Okay. It's kind of hard to see. I'm not sure what that's going to be. So what makes it hard to see is this yellow, is this stencil. That's what makes it hard. So I think we have to go. I think if I would have just went with the lighter yellow, it would have been better. Okay, I can already tell you the next one's not going to match, but we're using the same colors, so that's going to be okay. We're going to do a. Oh, we almost forgot. Got to do this part. And I'm going to have to mix it on here because I got paint over there. We did a little bit of yellow ochre, and I need to add a little bit more yellow, I think. So that didn't mix well, but let's see what happens. Almost need another mixing plate. Yeah, it didn't, but that's okay. Let that dry. And then on this one, I want to add some more white because I have a lot of paint here, and because it's thick on this side, I'm able to mix this. So this is just really thick with paint. Yep. Okay. Is it too soon? It looks too soon. I do not like it when paint has to dry. Come on. We're going for it. Okay, we're going to take another yellow base and see if that doesn't help this time. I don't know. All right, let's see how this one turned out. Oh, if I can pick it up. It's different as well. That's okay. How close are they in the looks? They're not that close, but okay. But I do like the lighter yellow. But you know what? Overall tone, they're pretty similar. And I just got paint all over my hand. Let's see here. Where is my... I'm looking for... Hello, Mr. Spatula. There you go. Right. I'm just scraping this up a little bit so I can have the palette. All right. Okay. Oh, I think I found out the problem. Problem number one is I was using the wrong yellow. That's problem number one. So we're going to mix that up. Told you it's not easy to remember what you're doing. Put that on there. Okay, so we're getting back to where we need to be. I had 5 times to try to do this. So. Okay, I think we're good. We just mostly need it here. Come on, papers. Let me paint. I need you to dry. All right, let's go for it. All right, so let's go with this yellow again. And of course, we don't have a lot of yellow. So now it may not pull up. All right, start to roll it off. Paper, yellow paper. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to get this one. There wasn't enough paint. We're going to spend a little extra time rubbing in the holes and see if we can get as much up as we can. All right, let's see how we did. We did a pretty good job. Look at that one. How does that compare to the other two? Look at that. That's, well, it's kind of hard to see on this on the screen, but those are pretty close. These two are pretty close. This one, not so close. So let's try this again. This will be the darker yellow one. For sure. All right. Wrong yellow. Little okra. Mix that up. Come on. There you go. Get the stencil out. Oh, hold still, please. Okay. I'm just making sure I got it in there. All right. Let's see here. Where are we? Morning, Creative Nana. Well, I am glad you are joining us. So we're recreating jelly prints 5 times. And I don't know how much you've seen. So just letting you know where we are. And it's not easy recreating it 5 times. It's just not working out. So, all right. So we're doing the same technique 5 times. And the reason why is because I'm trying to take a quilt pattern that I saw and kind of mimic the colors in jelly prints. Oh, sure. You lost your brain. Okay. So thank you for joining, Miss Nana. Oh, for those of you watching, even on the replay, we are having another craft showdown on the 26th of August. So, August. Oh my Lord. April. So make sure, well, I'll get that scheduled and make sure you subscribe or be reminded of when that when that show is going to happen. So they'll be at the same time that we always have, which is 9:00 Eastern is when we have our craft showdown. So the next morning at 4:30 in the morning I'm going to be really tired. But anyway, And for anybody watching or in the live right now, if you want to be on Craft Showdown, please let us know. We're definitely looking for people to join us at Craft Showdown. You do not have to be an artist. Because if anybody's watched our shows on the Craft Showdown, yeah, you would have thought twice about, are these people really artists? So make sure you email Kara Brandon Creations or craftshowdown@gmail.com if you want to be on the show. So just letting you know. Thank you, Nana. All right, let's see if this works. Okay. It's very similar to the other one, so that's good. They're similar. We're getting closer. We'll look them out. We got one more to do. And got to make some more of this darker yellow with a little bit of ochre. And I don't have enough yellow. But maybe we don't need all that yellow. Let's find out. It will be good. Oh, I could tell it's not enough, but we're going to push it. Get as much paint onto this plate as I can. All right. Now I'm not going to probably let it was pretty thin anyway, so let's just go in with this yellow. All right. Get my other stencil. And then we'll look at them all and see how we did. I'll turn down the light so it won't be so bright, and maybe you can see some of the contrast and see how close we are. While that's going, I'm going to lay this down. Let that think about pulling up. Not too bad, not too shabby. Okay. I am going to do a white to pull this up. Oh, it's a lot of paint. Oh, well, here we go. It's going to take a lot of paint to pull this up anyway. All right, right down you go. All right, let's get these. This is my pull up. We're going to pull this clean off the plate, as I would call it. All right, let's look at all 5 of these pieces of paper, but now I'm missing one. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. All right. So let's see how well we did on trying to recreate this 5 times. So we have, they're pretty close. Let me know. What do you think? I'll tell you just a minute, Tina. So what do you think? They're pretty close? This one's a little off. That's a little off. That was my fault. I did the wrong colors and I did it differently. Well, they're all my faults, but you get my point. They're a little close. I mean, I think they're close enough that I would say this will be the medium. So let me show you the colors. Okay, there are more than 20 on here. There's like 40. These are all the colors I had to create. Oh, and this one's upside down. Oh, no. These are all the colors I have to create for my next art project. And I need 5 of each of these colors. So, sorry. It wouldn't come out. So, not going to assign just yet. It's hard when it's a printout to understand what the colors are. I'm not going to assign like, oh, okay, I did this one, check. I'm not going to do that because who knows how all these yellows will turn out. And then I have oranges on top of that. And then they go into the reds. So, yeah, oh my is right, Tina. So anyway, we're just going to make 5 of the same color and then I will sign the colors because I just don't know. We'll find out. So, but they have to all be 5 of the same. Like if this was a fabric, right? If this was fabric. Now, a little what I could do instead of doing these 5, I could probably get out the 16 by 20 gel plate. But doing that and getting the same pattern or the same doing that or getting the same pattern or the same colors, that's going to be a little harder because the paint dries so much faster on a bigger plate. So I think I'm just going to stick with, and then of course, I would have to order more paper as far as like the paper I'm using here. I'm using the rice paper. And so I would have to order, sorry, I'm putting the top on my paint. I would have to order more paper that would match that. So could I go bigger? Yes. Would the print be the same? Probably. Would it be more difficult? I think it would be. So I think I'm gonna stick with these little papers first. And see how that goes. But so tomorrow we're gonna try recreate another set of papers for this little quilt that I want to make. And it's not a quilt. I'm gonna use my jelly prints to recreate the quilt. If that makes sense. So I'm gonna use my gel prints as though they were fabric. So with that, don't forget April 26th, 9 o'clock Eastern, Craft Showdown on the Craft Showdown channel. Carol, Brandon, and I will be there with Paper Crafty Denise. And we got a special announcement to make at the Craft Showdown. So come and hang out with us, 9 o'clock Eastern on the Craft Showdown channel. And with that, I hope you have a great day and thank you for watching Ratchet Up Your Art and go and create something today.